I wanted to ask you how dangerous these individuals are and how they're just roaming around the United States free and just kind of clear of any wrongdoing.
You want to talk about dangerous. The last guy I got was a former TJ police officer named Juan Diego Alcaraz. We found him in Southgate, California. He'd been living here approximately 10 years. He was wanted for murder, multiple kidnappings, and for escorting bodies to somebody called El Pozolero. Pozolero was an individual who would, pozole is a Mexican soup, right? So when the cartel guys would take the bodies, they'd cut them up into little pieces and put them in these 55-gallon drums, muriatic acid, and dissolve the bodies.
Dude, you're talking about like Breaking Bad stuff right now.
This is before Breaking Bad. This is where they got the idea from. So Juan Diego was a sergeant in the TJ Police Department, and he would escort the vehicles up to the guy's ranch. And I had the video of him talking about it, and he would say on most occasions it was 2 to 3 bodies. He would escort them 2 to 3 times a week, and he was assigned to that region for 3 to 4 months. So I don't do math, but that's a lot of bodies.
He's good at math.
For one guy.
That's a lot of bodies.
That's a lot of bodies.
That's a lot of bodies. When I remember after they did the interview, we guesstimated just him alone had escorted over 100 bodies to the Pozolero. This was one cop over a short period of time. And he had been living in the United States for about 10 years. Found him on social media. We knew who the baby mama was, working with the Mexican police department. And they sent me a picture one day and they said, this is him. This is him. And we drive out there. And surveillance normally doesn't happen like this. I pull up. As soon as we pull up, here he comes. He walks out. I'm like, oh my goodness, this can't be this easy. So we work with local police and we do what's called a wall stop. We say, hey, can you stop this guy for us? We'll show up. We'll do a detainer. We'll do translation services and we'll take him off your hands. All they need is a vehicle stop for us. They find their own probable cause, their own violations of the vehicle code, and boom, and we got this guy. He was a big to-do also. Turned him over to the state police, another one of the many we turned over to them. And this was a horrible person. I mean, he'd been involved in multiple kidnappings. One of the things that strikes me about his interview, when they start asking him, hey, how many kidnappings were you involved in? And he goes, I was involved in like 2 or 3. And then they start asking, what about the individual from Mexicali? He goes, oh yeah, I forgot about that one. And what about this one? Oh, I forgot about this guy. And he had been involved in so many kidnappings on duty in uniform that he had forgotten about it. You could see the look on his face when they reminded him. One thing that struck me about his interview, they asked him about, what about the person that they found with his hands and his penis cut off? Oh, and he tells us, he tells the camera, the interviewers, well, that guy had sexually assaulted a young family member of one of the cartel guys. And I didn't do anything. All I did was videotape it. And you're thinking, how callous of an individual. Yeah, you were there, you were present, but you try and remove yourself from this type of situation. I think you become just numb to the amount of violence that you get involved in. And all these guys wanted for murder, get turned over to the Mexican authorities. We couldn't even look for the guys that were wanted for robbery, that were wanted for other lesser crimes. We would only focus on murders.
So you mentioned this guy was a police officer.
He was a police officer.
And he was over the border. And how long were you guys looking for him again?
We were looking for him about 2 years.
So majority of these individuals have some sort of alias. They go by different names and stuff, don't they?
Yep.
But he was on social media with his actual name, or did he have another alias that he was going by?
You got to remember, I was working very closely with Mexican police officers at the time. I had gained the trust of several of them, specifically with the TJ Police Department and the Baja State Police. These guys were really good. And they would give me information that a lot of people didn't have because nobody was looking for these guys. Nobody was looking for them except us. They'd give us information, details, aliases, everything you can imagine. And they're also doing their own investigation. So when they'd find stuff that was US based, they would let us know. They found a birth certificate of him having a child with one woman. And that's how we were able to find this individual. That's how we were able to get him.
But when they moved here, they didn't change their names, their identity. They still kept the same name.
Kept the same names.
Because they couldn't, or they just thought, well, nobody's going to come after me from
Nobody's
Mexico.
Coming after him. It doesn't. Who's going to go after him from from the United States looking for them in Mexico.
And I think the Latin American names are so common where you type it in, hundreds and thousands of people with that same first name, even last name,
Correct.
come up.
Yeah.
I mean, you type in Alex's name, Alex Pacheco, and you'll see obviously him, but then you'll see a bunch of other people come up. In fact, I think there was an animal rights activist named Alex Pacheco as well.
There is one, yeah.
Yeah, he came up as well. Did you enjoy that clip? Click over here to watch the full episode and click over here to subscribe to the WiseNuts podcast YouTube channel.